that day when I met her. I met, who else did I met? What hot women I met her all night.
So what's going on tonight at the People's Improv Theater?
We're having tromadance. It's going to be a blast, baby. It's going to be goofs, there's going to be spoofs. There's going to be people dancing on the roof.
Yep. So why are you here for tromadance?
Because I like Lloyd Kaufman, I like trauma movies, and hopefully one day I will work with him on my own films, you know. And a superhero movie when Arthur gets a restrainer out of the way. That's why I want to be a star.
So why are you here for tromadance?
Sorry, I'm put on pressure. See the films, see the movies, and hang out with Lloyd.
And why is tromadance better than some other movies that are playing or other film festivals?
It's the only free independent film festival.
I'm the star of the opening movie at 6 o'clock, Attack of the Killer Chickens. I'm Edward X. Young. I'm singing it. You love it. It's a terrifying performance.
I don't remember that. Thank you to John, who is the program director for this 18th Tromadance Film Festival. Correct, Commissioner?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Now, John Brennan, do I keep talking or?
Keep talking. We would like to re-mention these beautiful, a lot of you may have gotten drinks. Now with each drink that you buy, you get a raffle ticket. There's so many amazing prizes, so just come see me if you've gotten a drink and you haven't gotten a ticket, and you'll get one. What do you think about that?
Yes, very cool. Now, John Brennan, I wanted to do a quick Instagram story. You know what to do.
I know what to do.
So, when the camera gets on you, maybe if you don't mind, if you all could chant tromadance. What's the tromadance song?
Oh, tromadance if you want to, you can leave your friends behind. If your friends tromadance, and if they tromadance, well, they're trauma friends of mine. Very easy.
Beautiful. And by the way, Nick and what? Taylor and Nick, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you to the pit. Thank you to the pit. Thank you so much. This is the best venue ever.
So do you guys know the song?
Yeah. I'll pick it up.
One more time, it goes like this. Tromadance if you want to, you can leave your friends behind. If your friends tromadance, well, if they tromadance, well, they're trauma friends of mine. What do you think? Come on.
Yeah, all right. So you start on me and, yeah, don't do your right.
Start on this,
Yeah. Okay, everybody. You ready? Now! Tromadance! Tromadance, everybody. About a minute. Tromadance, tromadance, tromadance. Beautiful, unbelievable. That's going on my personal Instagram story. We'll be here, the commissioner and I will be here, and enjoy the movies. Thank you for coming, and let's give art back to the people! Give art back to the people! Yes!
Thank you. Matt will take it away in about 2 seconds. Whenever you're ready. Also is the director of The Taint. The Taint. So we're gonna screen the movie. What do you think, Drew? How do you feel? This is the first place it's playing.
I feel good.
Made a few words, but he's got it going on Bossa Nova. So right after this screening, we're going to have a quick Q&A and talk to Drew because your minds are about to be blown. So let's hit it. This is Crude. All right, we'd like to invite up Mr. Drew Bolduc to talk about this thing that we just watched. What do you think? Come on down, Mr. Drew Bolduc. Okay, so, yeah, Drew! I'll start it off with the first question. I have one. What does the spaceship represent in Crude?
the technology of humankind, whatever, or something.
Earlier you said that the spaceship kind of represented that not only will we fuck the Earth, but eventually we'll go on to fuck other planets, right?
Definitely.
What, I understand, Drew Bolduc, that you have been involved in a trauma movie that's going to be opening here in November. I can't remember, but what did you do in that movie, Drew, in that lines?
Look at the ass! Wait, which movie? The Volunteer? I did a duck monster, a mutated duck monster. Incredible.
Yes, you take it up.
And that is for the movie called Return to Nukem High, a.k.a. Volume 2, which was directed by Lloyd Kaufman. Yeah. It's the second half of a two-part event film, which started with Return to Nukem High, Volume 1. Are there any questions from the audience? Anyone?
This man did more than the Duck Baby, and we shouldn't say Duck Baby. That's a spoiler. Now they don't have to know. But that's actually, but he did a lot more, and he's brilliant. The Taint. If you haven't seen The Taint, the Taint and Science Team. Really, James Gunn came out of this trauma thing. Eli Roth, John Brennan, Dylan Greenberg. This man will be the next Trent Hager. No question about it. The next James Gunn. Without a doubt, I predict.
Beautiful. Any questions? Any audience? Hello, sir. Here we go.
What's the gay stuff you've done that you like the best? The gay stuff I've done in life or in everything? Everything. There's this movie I did that was never released where the main character has sex with Jesus. Woo! That's old. It's like, at the time, it was way more cool and shocking. Never going to be released. Not cool.
I
Great.
got a question. Best Q&A.
This is the best Q&A. Quick, go ahead.
My name is Anthony from New York City.
Yeah, New York.
And I got two questions for you. One, were you nervous making the film? Two-part question.
No, it was like doing any other movie.
And second one, what movie are you looking forward to next year?
What movies?
Infinity War.
Yeah. Oh, Astronaut is another one that you should
Look,
check
Tomb
out.
Raider.
Warcraft 2.
Aquaman.
All the Aquamans.
What movie you're excited about for next year?
Astronaut is the name.
Yeah.
Return to Nukem High Volume 2, whatever. I don't know.
Mine is the Avengers Infinity War.
Beautiful.
Excellent.
All right. Any other questions? Oh, Adrian, here we go. What do you got? Well, just scream it out. We'll repeat it.
By the way, great.
Stand up, Adrian.
Oh. By the way, I've never seen a film like that before, and I take my hat off to you for being bold and making it choreographed.
I have to call some people out. There's Ira and Martin. It's Martin's idea. He's there laughing right now.
Martin.
But they had the idea to do environmentalist porn where the earth gets fucked by big oil. And I was like, I know how to do all of this, the special effects and stuff, so what was a horrible idea became something that should never have been made. And I guess the idea though was to like make like an environmentalist film that would play on 4chan, basically. It's never been done before.
Yeah, I actually had Another question. Dave, I'm sorry, I forgot your name already.
Druid.
Druid?
Druid.
My question is, since your film is against the big oil companies, what are your thoughts on Noel Dapple and what happened in Standing Rock?
You guys, you should take it.
Take it, producer. Come on.
Actually, give real.
There's a real opinion here.
Did you see Drew's movie? Were you in the room when the movie ran?
Yeah.
Did you all see it? So did everybody see that film? Because it's a little known fact, but this man's penis was actually in that movie. Biggest round of applause.
Well, I wouldn't want to say that it wasn't my penis after that.
Oh, show us, come on. Why not?
Yeah, anyway, about Standing Rock, man, I went out there and shit, man, the police are spraying people with the hose and shit. It's like 23 degrees out. And the cops are, you know, basically the private security force for the Dapple pipeline. They're spraying, you know, old women with the hose. Woo! So I thought we should make a porn out of that, you know, to you know, just raise awareness about an issue that, an avenue that has never been done before. And Drew's fucking genius.
Do it for New York, yeah! Come on down to the Tromadance Film Festival. Troma, the People's Improv Theater. Yeah, do it for New York, all right. Celebrate. Troma. Hello. Nice to meet you. Troma Entertainment. Troma. Everybody's biking and running, doing it healthy. Yeah, do it for New York. All right, Troma. Come down to the 18th annual Tromadance Film Festival. At the People's Improv Theater. Troma, Troma, Troma. Troma, Troma, Troma. Let's go across the street where all the bikers are. Great job, everybody. Great job. The Toxic Avenger says, great job. Boy, what's your name? All right, Aaron. All right. Come to the Tromadance Film Festival. Do it for New York. Yeah, everybody. It's very healthy. It's very entertaining. Woo! All right, Troma. Congratulations. You're doing a great job. Great job, guys. Come down to Tromadance in the pit. Tromadance. Great job, everybody. Great job. Great job, Troma. Greetings from Tromaville. Come down to Tromadance, everybody. Great job. Great job. Hello. Great job. Great job. You're doing great. Everybody's very healthy. Troma. Stop the picture, everybody. Tromadance if you want to, you can leave your friends behind. If your friends Tromadance, well, if they Tromadance, then they're Troma friends of mine. What's that?
I'm literally leaving you up on
Oh, yeah, that's right. Come on down to Tromadance, free film festival all day. Woo, Troma, I'm the Toxic Avenger. What's about you? You're doing a great job. Great job, everybody. Very healthy. It's beautiful. The Toxic Avenger says congratulations. Very good. Nice bike. Troma, Troma, Troma. Okay. Troma. Very healthy. Congratulations. You're all very healthy, and you're doing a great job. Great job. All right, good. Let's go. The shirt. Notice the shirt. Thank you. Notice the shirt. Next, we have Miss Susan Lieber. Susan Lieber, producer of the Transfiguration. Coming up next to the stage, you all know and love his radio show, Sam Roberts from Sirius XM. Come on down. Beautiful. After that, we have Mr. Brian Johnson from the Comic Book Man and the Hello Steve James podcast. Beautiful. And now we have a couple of people who you all know and love, Mr. and Mrs. Lloyd and Pat Kaufman. Please. Come on through. You guys can sit on to the left. Oh, and the Talking Avengers, ladies and gentlemen. Talking Avengers. It's a family affair here. There is a seat on the end top if you want. I'll bring one more stool out. All right, so we're going to have you guys share the mics and talk about whatever these guys want to talk about, the moderators. So here we go.
Welcome to the Tromadance of 2017. It's the 18th year that we've had Tromadance, totally free. You can submit the movies for free. You can watch the movies for free. And no VIP policy. If there's a party, whoever comes first gets in. No Justin Bieber red carpet. No, none of those. This is art for the people. Give art back to the people. That's what we're saying today.
That's right.
Now, we've got a very, very, very distinguished panel, but we're dedicating this panel to the memory of Liu Xiaobo, who was a Nobel Peace Prize winner. The Chinese government, the genocidal, corrupt Chinese government, in essence, killed him in jail, allowed him to die of liver cancer. Nobel Prize winner. I don't think Trump would even do that. So this session is being dedicated to the memory of this great patriot of liberty. Liberty and the pursuit of happiness. That's what leads to prosperity. Liberty is what leads to prosperity. If the Chinese want prosperity, they need liberty, and they don't have it. Now, could each of us, now that I've set it up with great jokes, so if each of our distinguished panelists could say a few words about what they're working on now, who they are, and keep it to about 2 minutes, that would be sensational. Mr. Brian Johnson.
Now I don't know what to say because you totally stole what I was going to open with. Brian Johnson. I'm on the AMC show Comic Book Man. You may know it as the show that comes on after The Walking Dead, then The Talking Dead, then The Walking Dead again. Technically Monday morning, I guess. And I do a podcast with my friend Walt, who's also on Comic Book Man, and Brian Quinn, who's on a show you may have heard of, Practical Jokers. And that's it. That's all I do.
My name's Sam Roberts. I host a show on Sirius XM, aptly titled Jim Norton and Sam Roberts with Jim Norton. I also host and created Sam Roberts Wrestling Podcast, which comes out on all the podcast platforms. And I do pre-shows for WWE, as well as sometimes doing panels at Tromadance.
Susan Lieber. I produce and line produce indie films. Been doing this for a while in New York, and worked on movies like Obvious Child. I produced Ty West's first Still on the Roost, and most recently, now on digital and VOD, is the Transfiguration horror movie by Michael Shane.
And there's a very important almost starring part in Transfiguration. Yeah.
Wow.
Hello, I'm Elizabeth Kaufman. I am founder and CEO of KISS filmmakers and videographers who are renting gear to and from each other. So we've been called the Airbnb of cameras. And we're enabling people like all the filmmakers here and you guys to make your own damn movie and get gear cheaper and easier. In addition to that, I'm also the proud daughter of Lloyd and Pat Costner. But you guys do that because you saw the resemblance between me and my brother, the Toxic Avenger. Honored to be here today. Thank you.
He made his movie Clerks, very indie movie that did well and launched his career. And he is a guy who, like the town we come from, is a very like I don't want to portray it like we live in like some industrial town where like you graduate high school, you go right to the factory. But it's a lot of like contractors and stuff like that. And we grew up through the 70s into the 80s. Not a million years did anyone say like, hey, why don't you make a movie? Why don't you? It just seems so far removed from your reality. Even watching movies as a teenager, like this guy, like watching Toxic Avenger, I was like, what a great movie, but it never went beyond that to like I should do that because I didn't have whatever that was until my friend Kevin was like, oh, you should do this. And in the late 90s, I made a movie, indie movie called Vulgar, which Lionsgate picked up, did it right?
Well, I guess in producing movies or making stuff, when I start out on all these things, I don't really work within a studio system. Everything that I do, whether it's a micro budget or even like a $5 or $6 or $7 million movie, is still done independently, whatever that means. But I think it's hard coming up with trying to make content. You have so many creative people who are trying to get their projects made out there, and I think we're living in a really great time for being able to do things, low budget, a lot of inexpensive ways to shoot. Finding a community, finding people to work with, I think is one of the hugest things that you're helping with very much. And bringing those people together so you have the collaborators who can come together and make good products, because I think that's what so much of this is about. I've been, struggling and making, low-budget films. I think my first movie I made was back in like '99 as a producer, and we made it for like $30,000 to get it in the can back on film, back in the old days of film. And it cost more to get it out there, but we did. We went to festivals and got it out in the world. But getting it seen, I think, is an incredibly hard thing that we're doing now. We can all, I think, work to produce things and to make, coming up with budget ideas that are relatively low budget, relatively doable at a smaller level, so you can work independently. So you don't.
I think that we live in kind of an interesting time where you guys were hinting at this era of media consolidation with these large companies that have kind of had a stranglehold on the eyeballs out there. But on the other hand, there are so many resources that allow people to, if they've got an idea, follow their dream and their passion and make a film and get it out there.
Angelo.
Sorry.
It's all right. So.
I like you by any name.
Okay. Well, thanks. So thank God for the underground. Thank God for the underground. Because it's a lot of corporations that are a part of the popular majority that don't give a damn about alternative perspectives or lifestyles. They don't really think it's about anything. They just say, oh, they're over there fooling around, making up some crazy shit to talk about, and it doesn't really apply to our lives, right? Well, it applies to mine. I'm pretty sure everybody else on the panel as well from what I've heard all y'all talking about, right? So it got to a point where I just gave up thinking that a big record company or a big TV company were going to pick up my ideas. On social media, I'm going to say something or play something that's worthwhile and intellectual. Right on. That's great. What I need. Sure,
Really. I've kind of grown up with the DIY ethos my whole life, and getting into film was just something I always knew I had to be a part of. I had to do it. I had to make my own stuff. I started in the art department, building sets, painting walls, PA, whatever, anything, any job that anyone would give me on set, I took.
So I'm late. I was actually early, but I had to fight a couple of zombies on St. Mark's. It was a verbal battle, verbal. I'm going to keep it short. What makes someone successful? Two things. Passion and punk rock. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't do something. Just do it. If they tell you you can't, that means that gives you more motivation to do it, you know? Yep. Yeah. And thank you, Angela, for wearing that outfit tonight. Thank you, girl. Thank you, Lloyd. Thank you, Toxic Adventurer. Your eyes kind of fucked up, but I'll help you with that later.
You know,
who's normally the rest of the basis for the Marvel kind of thing. And it seems like everyone is trying to do kind of longer and more elaborate things where, if one's bad, they turn on it all. But then, if they're consistent, then it seems like that.